Hey, it's me, ProJared. Welcome back to Deathgate. Thank you everyone who's been watching us and enjoying it. That means a lot to me because I love this game and I want to keep playing it. So thank you guys so much. Where we last left off, we got rid of the gods. I broke my way through the Thieves Guild. And I found my way back to the Dwarven City, where we need to still fix the pipes. Which I believe one of the things you need to do, I might be wrong, is that there's these 3 poles here, and there's 2 electric zingers. But this 3rd pole doesn't have a zinger. So I'm gonna put a zinger on it. You can't reach the top. Never mind. Okay, well, that's worth a shot. By the way, I'm sorry if the previous episode's audio was all mixed up. It's one of the harder things about not having an editor and recording it the way I am, so I'm doing my best to try to balance it. It should be a little bit better this time around. It's just anytime my computer restarts, Windows completely ruins all of my sound settings every single time. So the big thing we need to do is repair this. Can I need that pipe. Bloop. What if I cork the hole? You wedge the cork into one end of the broken pipe, hoping that stopping the drip will cheer up the old dwarf. He simply looks up at you and scowls. Disheartened, you retrieve the cork. He was not impressed. Okay. I really thought that was going to do it. You shove this cork into something. I don't remember what now. I don't think I had anything to do out here. I'm pretty sure it's someone here you cork up or you pipe it first or something along those lines. I've got the healing salve too that I'm not doing anything with. Not that I think I need it. Because, like, you get injured, but, like, injured is a loose definition. Have I talked to you?
Ah, my friend. Have you heard?
The
gods are gone. Their glow disappeared, and my people rose up and cast them out. It was beautiful. Now, we must reorganize our lives. Many of us feel lost without the guidance of the gods. I believe it's my job to keep their morale up. I'm writing a speech about that now.
Oh.
That's nice. I'll leave you to your work.
Good work. Keep it up, I guess. Man, I hope I didn't miss anything in the previous areas I can't get back to right now. I swear I need that pipe.
I need this to hear, Rockhead.
I need that to fix the pipe.
You again? I thought even someone as thick as you would realize that I don't want to talk to you. What is it this time?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Like,
listen,
can I have that pipe?
I'm sitting under a broken pipe that's dripping black goo on my head, and the gods have commanded everyone to stay away so they can't fix the problem. And you want me to be friendly? Answer all your questions with a smile? Well, I'll tell you what, until the Kixie Winsy is fixed and those gods are gone, I'm not talking to anyone. No stories, no questions, nothing.
Yeah, but like... But the gods are gone?
You won't talk to me until the gods are gone? Isn't that an awful lot to ask?
But the gods are gone.
Asking you. As far as I'm concerned, you can bump your head on every tunnel ceiling you find until you realize that I'm not going to talk to you.
Damn, dude.
Why don't you fix the pipes?
It's not my job to fix it. Even if it was, I'd need something to fix it with.
But...
What about that box labeled pipe repair on the floor?
Everybody's rummaged in that box taking what they want without regard for the fact that the Kixie Winsy might actually need it. At one time, there were 5 pipe fittings in the box. Now there aren't any.
But...
Wait a second. What exactly are you holding in your ear?
It helps me hear. It's a pipe fitting. I guess I got it from the box.
Can I... have it?
What became of the missing pipe
I want that,
fittings?
please.
Who knows?
Please?
Some folks have absolutely no consideration. They took my pipe fittings for one silly purpose or another. Did they ask my permission? Not once. Why, the gods even made off with one of them. Even if I could get those other pieces back, I'll never see that one again.
Okay.
Tell you what.
How about
if
this?
I repair your pipe, will you tell me what I need to know?
Why not? Fix my pipes and I'll answer your questions afterwards. As long as the gods are gone as well. I don't think very well with all of these walking lamps about.
I don't think the pipe helps your hearing all that much. Can I have it?
Very well, as long as
Oh.
I have your word that you'll use it to repair my
All I had to
pipes.
do was convince him.
Will there
Okay.
be anything else?
Let's.
Have you
Nope. I'm good.
Who needs?
fine?
Just give me the pipe? Alright, cool, I got the pipe. That's 5 pieces of pipe. Okay, now I can actually fix it. I'm sorry. I apparently just had to talk to him the right way. Okay. Pipe puzzle. So it's, just got, yep. Yeah, I'll start with one of these bad boys. Boom. There you go. Oh, this can't be right. Maybe start with one of these. Go over. Huh? Oh, hey! You carefully set all of the fittings in place and make a connection between the two ends of the broken pipe section. It looks rather bizarre, but appears stable. Now do I cork it? You wedge the cork into the exposed end of the T-pipe fitting. 10 points. Turn that valve! The valve produces a squeal as you turn it, which is soon accompanied by a low rumble. You hear the flow travel through the pipes along the wall and into the new section. Soon the whole room is filled with happy pumping sounds and the old door brightens up considerably. There we go! Bless me beard.
Now what do you want?
Did you notice that the gods have left?
I did hear some yelling and stomping, but I just screamed for those stoneheads to keep it down. Is that what the commotion was all about? Well, good riddance, I say. They were a no-good bunch of charlatans anyway.
Yeah.
You agreed that once the gods were gone and the pipes were fixed, you'd answer my questions.
That was a deal, I suppose.
I just have questions.
And since you did fix the Kixie Winsy, I guess I could spin a tale or two with you. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm
Yeah.
looking for a piece of the world seal. It's a hexagonal
Yeah, you know.
piece of metal with a symbol.
I need the
etched
world
onto
seal.
it.
For
I
reasons.
thought you might know where I could
Don't
find
worry
it.
about it.
I don't remember any world seal. The only thing that comes close was a big statue I found years back in a chamber in one of the old tunnels.
That sounds neat.
Carved into the base of the statue was a symbol framed by a hexagon. Something like the one you describe.
Where was that?
Where was this chamber located?
I found it when I was tracing a mineral vein that the Kixie Winsy was mining. But since the Kixie Winsy filled up the tunnel leading to it, I've forgotten precisely where it was located. If I had one of the old maps, I might be able to locate it.
I have a map.
But I doubt such a map even exists anymore.
I have a map.
Can you tell me about the Mangers?
The Mangers created the Kixie Winsy. The dwarves worshipped them before the gods showed up. Some say that the Mangers would have been with us still, but something happened. Come close.
He drags you near and whispers.
I found a chamber that contained a statue of a Manger. It was surrounded by crystal blocks with big people in them, much like yourself. I tried but couldn't open the blocks. I think those people inside, they were Mangers.
And then some middle-aged woman showed up with a side-part haircut and big round sunglasses and said, "I want to speak to your manager."
That's all.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe if I give him the map. Hey, what do you think of this?
Hey, this is a geological survey map of the entire continent. Let me look at it. Here's where I discovered that statue with the symbol. It was in this vein of iron ore. I remember that vein clearly. I saved a lump of the ore somewhere.
After rummaging through countless layers of dirty
Look
clothes,
closely
he
at the
produces the lump
grain.
of rock.
That vein was one of the best.
He continues to ramble on about the old days, but you've stopped paying close attention. It's a big mood. Cool, iron ore. And if you remember, back in the Kixie Winsy, you had that compartment where if you put a thing in it, the Kixie Winsy says, iron ore, locate. As soon as you slip the piece of iron ore into the small compartment, its door slams shut. Lights flare and whistles blare all over the panel. Behind you, the giant digger machine chuffs. Its drill jerks into motion and starts to spin, gradually increasing speed. Puffs of steam toot and hiss randomly from holes. When the drill is no more than a blur, the whole machine trundles toward the wall and melts into it as if the wall were butter. Soon, it disappears from sight, leaving a dark tunnel behind. Does that need to be manned? No? That's probably fine. But now I can go this way! A tall statue of a Sartan is surrounded by crystal caskets. A roughly hewn tunnel is off to the west. Look at the rune. Arianis' naming rune is etched into the base of the statue. Undoubtedly, this is what the dwarf remembered. A statue of a robed Sartan, much larger than life, lords over the room, his hands outstretched as if he's asking for something. Coffins? You can see forms beneath the lids of the crystal coffins, but the faceting of the crystal blurs those forms. Do you need one of these guys? Would you like the marker? You place the marker to the statue's hands. Somehow he doesn't look quite as dignified holding it. Oh, do you need... Oh, this big old crystal globe, though. If you remember, that was also in one of the was one of the books or the parchments or something. It said that he needs the globe. Gingerly, you place the crystal globe in the pleading hands of the statue. As it clings into place, the statue's eyes alight with a blue fire. Shafts of the light pierce down through the globe. Internal facets distort the light as it passes through the crystal, so that when it has emerged from the other side, the light outlines a hexagonal shape on the ground. The ground shakes. The section of rock floor, outlined by the blue light, melts away, and Arianis' seal piece rises at its place. Suddenly, the crystal coffins open, revealing hundreds of Sartan, all very dead. The entire experience is rather macabre. I know, it's macabre. That was a bit. Relax. Hey, man. Every one of the coffins is filled by a Sartan body. All of them as dead as doornails. Do they got any stuff? You take the air seal piece. Can I have my gold back? No. I want to try something. What if I were to animate that statue? Hear me out. What if? The statue wobbles a bit as if it's about to walk, but it stops. Perhaps the statue is too high off the floor for the spell to take effect. Alright, well. I thought maybe it would have been funny. Okay, so now that I have this piece, I believe we're just done with air. And we can move on to the next world. So we can steering stone and actually return back to Czar. And be like, look what I found! And he'd be like, oh, yes, my boy, I'm so glad you did this. I'm not evil. Place that inside my pocket and then go and find the next one. Unless, of course, they're supposed to find the next traveling rune somewhere in here. I don't think so. Alright, your ship is located a short walk from Nexus. Hey, man! What's up?
Welcome back, my son.
Huh?
I see you've been successful. You have Arianis' seal piece. Congratulations. Now, please give me a report.
Well, you hand over the seal piece and describe your adventures in Arianis in detail. Most of your antics of the mensch seem to bore Lord Czar, but he pays rapt attention to the discovery of the reference book of Prion and of the crystal coffins holding hundreds of Sartan corpses. You're not evil, though, right?
Amazing. The only Sartan you find are long dead. I wonder if someone has stolen our vengeance from us, or if their consciences did them in. I will have to consider this new information. Now, was there anything else before you use your newfound book to go on to Prion, Realm of Fire?
Oh, I'm going to fire already? I remember that being way later. Or I'm just misremembering order of sequences in the game. The part with the spider that I really remember. Okay.
You know, Arianis was not a prison. The mensch weren't slaves. Most of their problems were of their own making. Perhaps the Sartan knew what they were doing?
My son, of course, it may appear to be that way. Naturally, the Mensch weren't rebelling against the Sartan. According to your own report, the Sartan there are dead. Believe me, if the Sartan had been alive, they would have been grinding the Mensch under their heels.
Are the Sartan actually evil, or are you trying to teach me racism?
We are doing them a favor by removing the Sartan threat forever, or confirming its absence, and finally taking over the reins of their lives. The Sartan were right about one thing. The Mensch do need guidance. They're like children. Listen to your own report. Their squabbles are almost laughable. When we finally bring the world together, we shall give them the leadership that they so sorely need.
We pump the brakes for a second here? Dad figure slash maybe Liam Neeson, kind of starting to sound a little more racist. And, power hungry.
Can you tell me anything about your research?
The book I'm reading now is titled The History of the Sundering. Not only is it woefully inadequate, but it was improperly stored, and moisture has damaged many of the pages.
I hate it when that happens.
The book discusses the 6 Sartan responsible for the plan. Sama, Dmitri, Orsef, Lornoy, Tyler, and Weyleth. Each created a specific spell, and for reasons I won't go into, it is vital that I learn which spell each Sartan created. The book did have that information once, but the water destroyed it.
This
so
sounds
I've been forced
important.
to do quite a bit of research on each person.
Sama, Dmitri, Orsef, Lornoy, Tyler, Weyleth. It sounds like it'll be important.
I've divined much about their personalities from other texts. I'm hoping that this will tell me what kind of spell they would be likely to create. I've become very familiar with each of them, and I've named them the 6 devils. Each is a devil in a unique way.
He gives you a piercing look, as if to underscore how vital it is for you to understand the enemy. Okay, tell me about Sama.
Tell me about Sama.
I call Sama the devil of the soul. He was insidious. Although the Sartan Council was theoretically democratic, Sama could talk them into anything. In fact, there was much dissension on the council when the plan was discussed. Many felt that it was too extreme, but Sama thundered right through the contrary arguments. The rest is history.
In Dmitri?
What did you learn about Dmitri?
I know Dmitri as the devil of the hand. He was very skilled at a variety of arts, and was a talented musician. It's said that his interests were very diverse, and he resented the time he was forced to spend on the council.
Okay, so what about the devil of reality, devil of power, the devil of
Who is Orsef?
space?
Orsef is the devil of the heart. It is closest to the soul, and in truth, Orsef was Sama's closest advisor. He spent much time among the Mensch, studying them. The Mensch fascinated Orsef for some reason. It was he who was placed in charge of overseeing the transportation of the Mensch into the 4 realms.
I'm gonna guess all these devils are actually just like regular ass dudes.
Can you tell me about Lornoy?
I call Lornoy the devil of the eye. He was one of the few that saw the many problems with the plan. He was the leader of the pitiful opposition. I guess it shows how pitiful indeed the opposition was, that Lornoy was one of the instrumental participants in the plan. Sama must have talked swiftly to convince him.
Tell me about Tyler.
Tyler is the devil of the mind. He was the youngest and quickest of all 6 Sartan. If not for him, the plan might never have occurred. Although he was very ambitious, he wasn't nearly the politician that Sama was. Sama used him, as he used everyone to further his own plans.
Oh wow, Tyler sure sounds awful. And Sama just uses people? Ha! Can't believe he just used people to further his own plans. Not like you are, right? I'm glad you're not using me to further your own plans. Okay, so we have devils of soul, hand, heart, eye, and mind, which means Weyleth is most likely this devil
Who
of
is this Weylith?
Juggling.
I refer to Weylith as the devil of the tongue.
I was
Sama
close.
knew that Weylith was a skilled speaker and well-liked, perhaps almost as good a politician as he. He kept Weylith from the council for that very reason, and was fortunate that Weylith had no political aspirations. Otherwise, he might have had a fight on his hands.
And he could not fight on account that he was a devil of the tongue. He could lick things.
Can I take a look at that book?
I'm afraid not. It's so damaged now that I have to keep special care of it. I never move it from this desk, and I turn the pages only with reluctance. I'm sorry.
You turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands.
Let's go back to some other topic.
Of course.
Also, that's suspicious
What do
as
you want
fuck.
to know?
That's enough for right now. I'd like to talk to you later if you
Glad I
don't
wrote that
mind.
down.
Very well. I'll be here.
Alright. So, if I wanted to go to the realm of fire, don't I need one of them rune thingies? Sir? Sorry, sir.
Yes?
I need to go to fire, but how do I get there?
Can we talk about some of the subjects you touched on earlier?
Of course. What do you want to know?
Oh, this is all from the start.
Let's go back to...
Of course.
Oh.
What do you suppose killed the Sartan? They all looked fairly young.
I'm not sure. Perhaps a plague. Although I've never heard of a plague so selective that it wipes out an entire race and leaves others untouched. I don't think we have enough information yet. Hopefully you will learn more in your travels.
He's gonna keep pretending to be so important. He's
Of
gotta
course.
read your book.
Tell me about...
Certainly, my son. The Sartan sundered the world into 5 realms. They based 4 of them on the elements: air, fire, stone, and water.
Uh-huh.
The 5th, of course, is the labyrinth. They are all separated by large distances, too far to travel in a lifetime. That's why the Sartan created the Death Gate. Through it, people can travel from one realm to any other.
Why'd they call it Death Gate? Tell me about the realm of fire.
Tell me about the realm of
I'd like to go there, please.
The realm of fire, or Priam, is a hollow world. Instead of living on the outside of the sphere, as we did on the original world, they live on the inside, along the inner curvature. At the center, 4 powerful suns throw their heat and light upon the ground. I believe it is the largest of the realms,
Whoa.
but I know little else about it.
So it's like a reverse planet. So like the suns are in the center, and there's more or less like a shell around it, and people live on the inside of the shell. Crazy. How do I get there?
The Death Gate.
The Death Gate is a portal. It connects the 5 realms. With a good ship and the right magic, anyone can cross the Death Gate from one realm to any other.
Speaking of, I need to cross realms.
Let's go.
Certainly.
How do you get back into the lab?
Whoops.
Don't
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Tell me
ask
about
that.
magic.
Oh, no, damn it. Fuck.
We never-
I know what magic
Can you
is.
tell me anything
Ah,
about
damn
the
it.
spell-
Stop.
Do you know any
No.
other...
Stop.
None save-
Please stop.
Can we talk
Get me
about...
out of here.
course.
I just want to leave.
That's enough for...
Very
Do I just go? You haven't placed the next naming room, the one for Prion, the World of Fire. It's the steering stone. Yeah, I only got Arianas. Where's the fire one? Hold on. Oh, did I miss something? Czar? How do I get out of here? There's something in the, Do I still need this? Why do I still have this paper? You'd think I'd be done with this. Oh, the Book of Prion. There's the Book of... That's it. That's what I want. I got it. Okay. The rune that I can transfer over onto it is on the book. Rune transfer. Ah! Fucking figured it out, book. Got him. Hell yeah. Woo! Man, it's a long journey. Kind of wish I had some snacks. Or some mead. Some crew members providing jaunty tunes while we travel through space and time. Or whatever. Your ship arrives over a field of green, trees large enough to hold cities. One of them is a flat area just big enough for the ship to land on. Okay. I remember this whole world very distinctly. I thought it was more lava-y for the World of Fire, but I guess not. But something else has caught your eye. A glowing crystal city nestled into the carpet of vegetation. You decide to investigate and land the ship in the clearing nearby. Your ship sits on one of the clear regions of Prion. To the west, a structure of mammoth proportions towers over you. Flower. You ripped the. I just took that. The plant isn't particularly interesting, except for its bright pink flowers. Now, maybe that'll be important later. Alright, well, you stand outside the huge Sartan edifice. A wall surrounds it. There are no obvious doors, only the alcove to the south. You edge around the thick of a forest. An old hollow tree stump sticks out of the ground. Hold on, what else is around? A strange animal seated on the ground in front of a bush startles you at your entrance and leaps onto a branch. A tree grows in the middle of a patch of nut-bearing bushes. On a branch, an animal perches, watching you. The animal most resembles a cross between a squirrel and a monkey. Under a coat of thin fur, sleek muscles move as it sways back and forth on its branch. You get the impression that it could prove quite formidable if provoked, despite that there's nothing threatening about its manner. In fact, it seems to be alternating between wary curiosity and hunger. Its eyes travel back and forth between you and the bushes of nuts. Save game. Don't kill me, squirrel monkey. I don't know, those are evil shifty eyes, man. I don't trust that at all. Alright, well, we made it to the World of Fire, so we're going to leave off this episode here. Thank you guys for continuing to watch the Deathgate series. Sure does mean a lot to me. I figured this would be a nice, relaxing, chill playthrough that, you know, while we're on quarantine, you can just listen/watch this while you do other things, so thank you guys for watching that. But, as always, thank you guys so very much for watching. See you next time!